Although the rescue of Dr. Schenker was absolutely imperative if Unity were to have even the merest hope of victory, it comes at a grievous cost.
This morning at exactly 9:02 a.m., there was an explosion of unknown origin in the town of Shilling, England.
That's where the Baroness grew up.
Well, case closed. Arrest her immediately.
Scoff all you please.
The source of this blast was a banker by the name of Lester Cheems. Casualties are estimated at over 1,300 innocent people. Their blood is on the hands of the agency responsible for kidnapping Dr. Otto Schenker from us. Until he is returned to the facility from which he was abducted, we shall continue to mete out similar punishments every 48 hours. That is all.
Those figures are correct, by the way.
1,300 people.
I suppose we can assume Harm is capable of delivering on its threats.
Indeed, which means we have exactly 2 days to complete our objectives.
Can we have records and research find out if this Lester Cheems ever knew Felicity Farnsworth?
I suppose, although I can't see that it will prove anything.
You never know.
Well, I, for one, am reticent to implicate a respected public figure on the basis of mere coincidence.
You call it coincidence. I call it circumstantial evidence.
Knowing the victim of a crime hardly qualifies as circumstantial evidence.
That depends on the victim, the crime, and the circumstances, doesn't it?
Enough of this bickering. Send in Dr. Schenker, if you please. Here you are. Thank you for joining us, Doctor. I hope your accommodations are adequate.
Exceptional, thank you. Hello again, Miss Archer.
Hello, Doctor.
I'm sorry there wasn't time to brief you sooner, but I imagine you've already heard about this morning's disaster.
I have.
Then I'm sure you can understand the need for alacrity in devising a plan of action. Harm has promised another attack within the next 48 hours unless we hand you over, which imposes a rather daunting deadline.
How can I help?
We need to know who Harm has infected with the reagent, and we need the antidote.
Unfortunately, I cannot help you with the first problem. I was never told how the reagent was being used or on whom. I'm afraid it would not make much difference, even if I had. I'm terrible with names, you see.
What about the antidote?
Yes, that is also a problem. You see, the antidote is highly unstable and can therefore only be produced in a zero-gravity environment.
You mean outer space?
Quite so.
So in other words, Harm was lying about having the antidote.
Not true. They do have it.
So they stole it?
They developed it.
But how's that possible?
Harm has its own space program.
That's preposterous.
Not necessarily. A few weeks ago, the US branch reported an unscheduled rocket launch from a small tropical island off the coast of Mandaru.
Are you sure it wasn't the Soviets?
It's certainly possible, although we have plenty of spies in the Soviet Union and none could confirm a launch.
This is starting to sound like circumstantial evidence, Mr. Smith.
Agreed, but it's the only lead we have. If it is Harm, I certainly can't explain where the funding and materials are coming from. Maybe the Soviets are involved.
At the moment, all that matters is that we get our hands on that antidote.
Very well. Archer, your job will be to locate and infiltrate the launch facility and recover a sufficient quantity of the antidote for our purposes.
Assuming this is even the right place.
Yes.
Understood.
We'll give you a radio frequency to use in case you need to contact us. Your code name will be Foxhunt. Ours is Foxhound.
Did Bruno tell you that story?
Yes, he did.
What story?
When Archer was a girl, her father took her on a fox hunt. The fox got away.
Fascinating, but I fail to see the relevance.
In her other occupation, Archer was known as the Fox. As Bruno told it, you were so impressed with the fox's escape from such a dire predicament, you adopted it as a personal symbol. Is that right?
Something like that.
That sort of resourcefulness would certainly serve us well right about now.
What an amusing anecdote. Shall we take turns telling stories? Or shall we get back to the mission at hand?
When do I leave?
As soon as possible.
Let's just hope I find myself in harm's way, if you take my meaning.
If we're wrong about this, there will be hell to pay. Good luck, Archer. We're counting on you.
Welcome to Advanced Field. It's likely that this island is heavily mined to discourage unwanted visitors. So we've equipped your sunglasses with a new scanner capable of detecting most proximity-triggered explosive devices. When you activate the mine detector function, these devices will become visible to you, enabling you to avoid them. Using the next function key, cycle to your sunglasses mine detector function and pick your way past these mines. They are live, so watch your step. Excellent.
There is a small but nonetheless intriguing possibility that Harm is storing the antidote for the reagent at a secret launch facility on an island off the coast of Mandaroo. Your first objective will be to
Just got word that the sub's delayed.
Good. We still haven't finished clearing out the last shipment. What's the ETA?
Probably around 9 p.m., maybe later.
I could use some overtime pay.
Don't count on it.
Well then, don't count on anybody being here to unload the sub.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Listen, the success of this operation hinges on secrecy. All it takes is one airliner pilot to look down and see all these bright orange crates sitting here, and we're finished.
Understand then. We've only got one helicopter. We're doing the best we can.
Figure out a way to do better.
Get us more helicopters.
Oh, sure. Or just go make a couple out of soda cans and popsicle sticks.
Sarcasm ain't gonna make this go any faster.
Well, how about you airlift as much as you can and stick everything else back in the storage area over here?
Everyone down!
I don't mind the heat. It's the humidity that gets me.
Hell, I'm from Alabama. They serve you humidity for breakfast down there.
Between your beady little eyes, my friend.
test last week. The results were inconclusive. Besides, we've adjusted the fuel-oxidant ratio since then. You can't just change the schedule at the drop of a hat. We need results. If that means modifying the schedule, then that's what we're gonna do. This schedule is based on your estimates. Our budget is based on the schedule. If you deviate from the schedule, you'll put us over budget. That's not my problem. My job is to deliver a more efficient rocket engine. It is your problem because you signed off on the schedule. Maybe so, but if I stick to the schedule, I'm definitely gonna face the axe because there's no way I'm gonna be able to deliver what I promised. I'd rather take my chances. Suit yourself, but I'm reporting this situation to the director. Be my guest.
I have to find a way to sabotage this test fire, or I'm in big trouble.
Test fire will commence in T-minus 1 minute. All personnel evacuate blast pit immediately. Commence in T-minus 30 seconds. Test fire will commence in T-minus 20 seconds. Test fire will commence in T-minus 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire!
You can't just change the schedule at the drop of a hat. We need results. If that means modifying the schedule, then that's what we're gonna do. This schedule is based on your estimates. Our budget is based on the schedule. If you deviate from the schedule, you'll put us over budget. That's not my problem. My job is to deliver a more efficient rocket engine. It is your problem because you signed off on the schedule. Maybe so, but if I stick to the schedule, I'm definitely gonna face the axe because there's no way I'm gonna be able to deliver what I promised. I'd rather take my chances. Suit yourself, but I'm reporting this situation to the director. Be my guest.
I have to find a way to sabotage this test fire, or I'm in big trouble.
Test fire will commence in T-minus 1 minute. All personnel evacuate blast pit immediately.
we're gonna do. This schedule is based on your estimates. Our budget is based on the schedule. If you deviate from the schedule, you'll put us over budget. That's not my problem. My job is to deliver a more efficient rocket engine. It is your problem because you signed off on the schedule. Maybe so, but if I stick to the schedule, I'm definitely gonna face the axe because
to find a way to sabotage this test fire, or I'm in big trouble.
Test fire will commence in T-minus 1 minute. All personnel evacuate blast pit immediately.
You can't just change the schedule at the drop of a hat. We need results. If that means modifying the schedule, then that's what we're gonna do. This schedule is based on your estimates. Our budget is based on the schedule. If you deviate from the schedule, you put us over budget. That's not my problem. My job is to deliver a more efficient rocket engine. It is your problem because you signed off on the schedule. Maybe so, but if I stick to the schedule, I'm definitely gonna face the axe because there's no way I'm gonna be able to deliver what I promised. I'd rather take my chances. It's yourself, but I'm reporting this situation to the director. Be my guest.
I have to find a way to sabotage this test fire, or I'm in big trouble.
Test fire will commence in T-minus 1 minute. All personnel evacuate blast pit immediately.
Have they announced the casualties yet?
Not that I know of. Why?
I'm dying to know if our good friend, Dr. Morris, was caught in the explosion.
I didn't even think of that.
I hope he fried like an egg.
Or a chicken.
Whichever comes first.
Oh, you scoundrel.
Maybe the security cameras caught it happening.
Oh, that would be the best home movie I could ever ask for.
You there! Who goes there? Who goes there?
Marcus was telling me that Calamity's planning an official follow-up to the Paris Caper.
Do you blame them? That was their seminal achievement. They pulled off some interesting heists since then.
Themselves.
I'm surprised Big Bad Mama agreed to do it. She's supposed to have a thing about always moving forward instead of rehashing old gigs.
According to Marcus, she put a...
So what the hell's all the commotion about?
Didn't you hear? There was an explosion over at the test area. I guess that prototype rocket engine they're working on came unmoored.
Did anybody get hurt?
I don't know the details, but I'd be amazed if nobody got fricasseed.
Man.
Yeah, someone get on the... Try this one on the size.
got a requisition here for 20 gallons of antidote?
Oh, sorry, we're out.
What do you mean you're out?
A shipment should be arriving on Monday. I can put you on a waiting list.
Can't you get it sooner?
I don't make the schedules.
You don't have any?
Nope. I told you. That stuff has a very limited shelf life.
What am I supposed to tell my boss?
Tell him to wait in line like everybody else.
He doesn't like to wait in line.
Is that supposed to scare me? I get threatened by guys like your boss all day long. What it basically boils down to is that they want a commodity that is only produced in one place. That place just happens to be outer space, which means the distribution channel is very narrow. We send a rocket up every other week and it brings back as much antidote as it can carry.
When's the next rocket?
This afternoon.
Not coming back till Monday?
Correct.
Who can I talk to about that?
Whoever you want, because it's not going to do a damn bit of good.
She's here!
Be a good chap and call for more help, won't you? Yes, I'll...
Help!
We're going to need backup.